Hi everyone and welcome to Positively Kimmie. I am Kimmie. If you are new here, welcome. This is a safe space. And if you're one of my returning subscribers and my besties, hi guys, how are you? I hope you're all having an amazing day. Welcome to Ozempic Friday, Ozempic Reboot, my weight loss journey. I figured I haven't posted on this platform with this information in a while, and there have been reasons for that, ending up back and forth in the hospital, and my weight has been stable for some time now, and I'm maintaining what I am, and I want to talk to you about that and about what I'm going to be doing going forward and the things I've talked to my doctor about. So if that sounds good to you, please consider staying, liking, subscribing, doing all the things, and I would greatly appreciate that. I blew out my hair today. I haven't done that in a while. Look how long my hair has gotten. It's like way past my boobs. It's gotten really long, especially without the curls. With the curls, it comes up to about here. But, I'm thinking of getting a haircut. Let me know what you think. If I should style it, if I should cut it off, or, I was thinking of cutting it to maybe right here. And that would leave me with all this extra, but then it would be up to here with the curls if I wear it curly. I don't know what I'm doing. But anyway, let's get into the weight loss journey. For those of you who don't know and who are new to my channel, hi, I appreciate you. I had been on Ozempic for almost a year. It was about 45, 46 weeks, so really close to that year mark. And I had spoken to my doctor in the beginning, and he said, well, how much weight do you want to lose? And I said, well, I'd like to lose 50 pounds. And he said, okay, that's a start. He's like, but you have a lot more to go. You have surgeries that you need to have. I needed my left hip replaced, and my BMI had to be under 40. And it wasn't. It was 43, 44, maybe even 46. It was up there. And he said, I can give you Ozempic because you are pre-diabetic. My A1C was diabetic, was 6.4 in the beginning. And we can do that for you. And you start off with 0.25 milligrams, then you go up to 0.5, then 1 milligram, and then 2 milligrams. But in order to get the maximum payoff from Ozempic, you have to get the maximum dose. And I've been on the dose of 2 milligrams for about 6 months now. And because of that, my weight has been maintained. Well, now, when I say it's been maintained, I started off at 254 pounds. Depending on whether I'm weighing myself at home, and I don't know if the batteries in my scale are going, or if I weighed myself at the doctor's office, which was just the other day, I'm ranging anywhere from 191 to 198, about. So I've been fluctuating within that category, and that's fine. It's not over the 200 pounds. When I get near 200 pounds, I start to panic because I don't want to go over that again. And I spoke to my doctor. I had an appointment with him the other day, and I told him I wanted to higher my dose of Ozempic. And he said with my stomach issues that I've been having, he's not comfortable doing that right now. And I really shouldn't even be taking the Ozempic right now because some of the side effects from Ozempic, monjaro, Wegovy, semaglutide are all the same or very similar at the very least. And part of that is small bowel obstructions, pancreatitis, both of which I've had very badly in the last 6 months. Excuse me. Okay. Sorry about that. That I've had really bad in the last 6 months. And I just got out of the hospital last week for another small bowel obstruction. Now, yes, that can be caused by the Ozempic. I know some of you think that I need to get off the Ozempic and that's what's causing it. But according to my GI doctor and my PCP, they feel that because I've had 8 stomach surgeries, major stomach surgeries in the last 2 years, that the adhesions are twisting around my bowels, or my bowels are twisting around the adhesions, however that might work. And that's causing my bowel obstructions. The pancreatitis I've gotten before when I wasn't on the Ozempic. The small bowel obstructions I've gotten when I was not on the Ozempic. So it's hard to know if that's causing it. Now, Ozempic and all those other drugs, some of the side effects are, one of the things it's known to do is slow down your motility, so you stay fuller longer. And because of that, things don't move around in your stomach as much as they should be. And in my case, when that happens, I get backed up and I suffer from bouts of either extreme poop or extreme constipation. And when I was in the hospital for the small bowel obstruction, they have put me on a very aggressive bowel regimen is what they're calling it. So every morning I have to take something called Movantic, which is for opioid-induced constipation, which I am on opioids because I have chronic pain. I've had from my C2 down to my T2 fused, and I have plates and screws in my neck. I've had my right hip replaced. I've had major stomach surgery, which is just not even fun. I've had my L5, S1 fused together, and I need to have my left hip replaced. So I suffer from chronic pain, not just due to Ozempic, or my weight loss surgery. And I didn't have weight loss surgery. I had a precancerous pancreatic tumor in 2002, and now 22 years later, I still suffer with problems because of that. Now, as far as the Ozempic and all those other drugs go, some of the side effects are worsening depression, worsening anxiety, worsening mental clarity. You get extreme constipation, extreme pooping. You could have gallbladder attacks, pancreatitis, bowel obstructions, and I've had a lot of those things. The gallbladder I haven't had because they took that out when I had my Whipple surgery along with other body parts. So it's been difficult trying to figure out what's been working and what's not. So when I went to my doctor, he's like, well, you're maintaining your weight, but I've been maintaining the same weight for about 6 months now. And I want to lose more weight. And it's not easy. And the Ozempic was really helping, but I need a higher dose. Now my doctor right now is not comfortable with giving me a higher dose of Ozempic because of all the issues with my stomach. And I understand that, and I'm okay with that. So I'm staying off the Ozempic for a little while just to see if it makes a difference in my system. And it could, and it could not. It's hit or miss with me. If I had a regular system, I would know that this is what's causing my problems, but I don't. And that's part of the problem. So and you also get nausea and vomiting, and it could be very excessive. So if you have any of those problems while on Ozempic, please speak to your doctor and decide between the two of you what's best and right for you and your situation. Now, I have been trying for about a week now to not use my Ozempic. And I'm doing okay. There are bouts when I'm famished and I could eat everything in the house. Like last night I made baked ziti. It came out so good. And I had a bowl and a half. I'm lying. I had 2 bowls. And it was really, really good. Where the Ozempic, you don't feel hungry. You're not thinking about food. It quiets the chatter in your head about food, so you're not as likely to overeat. You can still overeat on Ozempic. You definitely can do that. The same way you can still overeat when you have gastric sleeve surgery or lap band surgery. You can stretch your stomach back out to what it was prior to the surgeries. So because of that, I have been walking. Today it was gorgeous here in New York. It is 84 degrees, I think we got up to today. So I'm wearing my tank top. I did not go walking today. Excuse me. Okay, sorry about that. I did not go walking today. because we had other things going on in the house. Mama went to a doctor's appointment and can't climb up my stairs, so we have to call an ambulance every time and the police department every time she needs to come back in the house, and I just have not had a chance to go for my walk yet today. But I did walk yesterday, and I have been watching what I'm eating. Now, I'm going to show you when I get my Amazon Fresh order next time what I've been ordering, because I've been ordering the salads that come like this, and my favorite is the apple walnut one. I really like that. My nephew likes the Fiesta salad with the chicken, and Mama likes the Caesar salad. So I've been ordering a lot of salads because it's summer. Nobody's going to eat like chili and very heavy foods right now, lasagna, stuff like that. So, and I've also been ordering, I like they have single serving sizes of pineapple with cottage cheese. And I love, or cottage cheese with pineapple, actually, is what it would be. And I love that. You know, I can eat that and be good, and that would be my whole lunch, you know, or that and the salad would be my whole lunch. And I use balsamic dressing in with my salads. Now, I'm not supposed to have salads. My GI doctor said as long as I'm having these problems with my pooping, he doesn't want me to have anything but liquids, but that's just unrealistic. It really is very unrealistic for me. I like crunchy foods. I'm not a big sweet eater, but if you give me, you know, anything I can crunch on that makes noise, I like, you know, and I'm trying to still keep my weight within that range until my doctors feel that I can go back on the Ozempic and be successful at not having the problems that I've been having with my stomach. Does that make sense? Okay, I hope so. Because some of you were like, this is the Ozempic, that's it. And it could be, but it could also not be. You know, after being on it for 42 to 45 weeks, whatever it is, and not having problems for a majority of that time, yes, you can build up. It can build up so that, you know, you didn't have problems in the beginning, but you could have problems towards the end, and you're like not sure what it is. Some people start off in the beginning really poorly and have a lot of problems. I didn't find that, but I'm not sure what's causing this. So I've been to see my GI doctor. I've been to see my PCP. Now I'm going to be going to the surgeon on May 7th and seeing what they suggest me to do, because there is a surgery that I'm a candidate for, as long as the surgeon says so, which I found out about this when I was in the hospital. It's called an adhesion takedown surgery, where they go in, open you up, and instead of taking out all the adhesions, they kind of like file it so they're not pointy and things won't get wrapped around it. So that's a possibility. But at the same time, when you go in and you open someone up who has scar tissue and do stuff like that, it can create more scar tissue. I'm also thinking, well, I'm not thinking about, but they're thinking about doing a pancreatic transplant on me. And they would have to remove, your pancreas has these things on it called islets. And they're planning on taking the pancreas, the whole pancreas, out and moving the islets to my liver. The only problem with that is then I would need a colostomy bag. So do I want to do that? Don't think so. Don't think so. But if I'm not going to be in pain and getting pancreatitis, that is an option. But they said I'll get more small bowel obstructions, which is just as painful as the pancreatitis and cause a lot of problems. So it's a lot to think about. I've been dealing with a lot of this and thinking about this. However, as far as me dieting goes, that's something I can control, and I'm trying to. I've been drinking my water. I drink my Crystal Light fruit punch every day, and I get in a lot of water every day, so that in itself is a good thing. And like I said, my weight has gone from 254 pounds down to anywhere from 190 to 198. Most of the time it's around 194, so I've lost 60 pounds, right? 40, 30, 20, 10, 0. Yeah, I've lost 60 pounds so far, which is awesome. But I still want to lose another 50. So in the meantime, I'm going to be watching what I'm eating, doing the best that I can without the Ozempic, and seeing if it makes any difference whatsoever in my system. The bowel regimen they have me on, for those of you who are curious, is I take 1 Movantic a day, which, like I said, is for opioid-induced constipation. I take 2 Senokot at night. I take something called Isbrella, which is another laxative. And then I've been taking magnesium citrate. And that's 5 things. Yeah, I take 5 things to move my bowels every day. And even though I feel like I'm going enough, I had a pelvic sonogram done yesterday, and they found they couldn't see my ovaries because I was still so impacted with stool. And I'm doing everything I'm supposed to be doing. I'm eating salads, thinking that that's going to help me poop. I've been drinking coffee, thinking that's going to help. And I'm getting better, but not to the point where I can do this stuff on my own yet. You know, and I'm trying. I'm really trying. I've had to use fleet enemas and things like that. So I am on this journey with you. I know so many of you are on a health journey right now. The weather's getting warmer. Everybody wants to look better in the summer. I want to get healthy. That's my goal. Yeah, it's nice to wear cute little outfits and things like that, but I really want to just be the healthiest version of myself that I can be. So when I do go on the Ozempic, I'm not tempted to eat other things, because like I always say, you can eat 1,000 calories of ice cream or 1,000 calories of a salad. It's going to affect you differently. And it's really important that you understand that just because people have had weight loss surgery or are on Ozempic, that's not taking the easy way out. I know a lot of people are like, oh, well, you're on Ozempic, that's why you did so good. No, I did so well because I was diligent. I made sure that I was accountable for everything that went in my mouth. And if I had a cheat day or a cheat meal, you know, I got right back on track. So that's something you still have to be aware of. And I'm on this journey with you. So to all my people who are following their health food journey, the next time I get my Amazon Prime, my Amazon grocery order in, I will show you the things that I've gotten that I've been eating. And in the meantime, I'm going to just do the best that I can without the Ozempic and keep you guys updated as to what I am doing and how I'm doing and my progress or lack thereof. So we'll have to see. In the meantime, thank you for hanging out with me. Please consider liking, subscribing, and commenting. Those are all free, and I would appreciate it. And in the meantime, be happy, be healthy, be blessed, but most of all, be positively you, because there's no one else quite like you. And that makes me so incredibly happy. You guys rock. Love you.